Today, the boys are heading eastwards. It's a 300-mile drive down to Suffolk, but finding weird and wonderful objects sometimes means being ready to travel to weird and wonderful destinations.
So we're on this Air Force base, T, in the middle of Suffolk, and we're here to meet a guy called Paul, who runs a antique business called Ting's Amazing Things.
Wow, great name.
He deals in really cool things from what I've seen so far. I've seen a couple of things online of what he's doing. Never met him, but he's based in one of the outbuildings on this massive ex-Air Force base. Incredible.
Just a mile from the Suffolk village of Rendlesham, RAF Bentwaters played a key role in the Cold War, when there were many United States Air Force planes stationed here. In the mid-1980s, the base hit the headlines following a series of UFO sightings, which were never fully explained. Closed as a military facility since 1993, one of the base's former fuel stores is today home to another collection of highly extraordinary objects, curated by part-time events organizer turned dealer, Paul Thorpe.
So I've been running this business for probably 2 years full-time now. So the things that I buy are purely things that I like. But typically it would probably be older, maybe Victorian, Georgian pieces, slightly macabre sometimes, things a little bit dark. I'm very excited to have Drew and T here because I admire Drew for the purchase that he makes. And if some of those can be from me, I'll be very happy.
All right. Hello.
Hi, T. Hi, Drew. How you doing?
Mate, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Love your building.
It's great.
It's
Good.
so cool.
Come on in, have a look.
Look at this. I love it. I've got to say, I think Paul's got the coolest warehouse in the country. It's a blast-proof building that was used to store fuel. I'm assuming plane fuel. How cool's that? That's really cool. I like it. It's the perfect setting for what he's doing.
Where's the name come from, then?
Ting's Amazing Things. So I'm called Ting. It's an old nickname of mine.
OK. Any reason?
An old boss of mine called me Ting. Don't quite know why. And I thought when I started it, I want it to be about me and my pieces, hence Ting's Amazing Things.
I love it. This is great. This is really good. Instantly, I'm struck by Paul's eye and his taste and what he's doing. He sells industrial antiques all the way through to sort of outsider art, and it's working. And I'm attracted immediately to about 5 or 6 things. I'm going, oh, I need to look more at that, I need to look at that. Particularly after anything 18th century architecture at the moment.
OK.
He fits right in. Wonderful little corner block. It's come from an 18th century English door casing. So as the door is in front of you like that, and you'd have the frame that goes round it, on the corner, there would be a block, and these would have painting in them or nothing. Sometimes they were plain. Sometimes they had these little plaster mouldings in it, and this is one. So this is from about 1790 to 1800. It's bang on there. It's English. It's got some original paint on it and really quite a nice mask on there as well. How much is he?
40.
40 quid. I'm not going to argue it. We'll get the ball rolling. I'll have him.
Let's do that.
Yeah, thank you. It's 40 quid. So don't mess about with that one. We'll have that. Thank you very much. And we're off and running. We've done a bit of buying.
Domenico Bruciani.
Marked?
Yes.
Lovely.
A little bit of cracking on there.
Yeah. That's a strange one to hang, that one. How's that going?
I've had it hanging over the edge of something. It's got a great look to it.
Yeah. We're having a good look around, and there's a plaster arm. I really like plasterwork. This arm is actually by one of the better makers, Bruciani, who worked a lot for the British Museum and the V&A to produce moulds for them for display from originals. It's got a strange hang on this, so it's an arm like that, but it turns and the hang's there, so you can't hang it flat on a wall, you've got to hang it on a corner, which makes me like it even more.
Cast in plaster in the early 20th century, this unusually conceived sculpture is an original work by Domenico Bruciani. Like many young Italians of his era, he likely crossed Europe on foot to escape poverty, selling cheap plaster sculptures on the street along the way. But by the mid-19th century, Brusciani's Covent Garden business was copying artworks for museums across Europe. Even though it's in need of restoration, this example could be worth around £700.
What are you asking for that?
500.
God, they are expensive, aren't they? Brusciani's one of the names.
Yeah.
He's one of the names that you want with something like this. Let's come back to that as well. I'm really liking your stuff, Paul. I like what you're doing.
Thank you.
I really like it. It's great. It's only a small area. There's a few things I'm seeing straight away. So what I'm going to do is just ask the prices and just keep going and just see if we maybe can put a few things together, maybe. Hey, look at this. Mate, this is really good.
Thank you.
I really like it. A couple of bits straight away. Really like him.
I was told it was 17th century.
It's 19th.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
It's not 17th at all. It's a carved stone corbel of a male mask with hat on. It's just quite a haunting one. It's probably come from a building looking at the type of stone it is and the colour of it in the north of England, northwest of England, in fact, with that sort of colour. The reason it's that colour is down to smoke from chimneys from an industrial area. That is a beautiful piece of art. So that's something I definitely want.
From the mid-19th century, it became common to add gravitas to the exteriors of mundane public buildings such as labour clubs and police stations by using decorative features previously reserved for churches, like this graceful corbel. It could be worth around £800.
How much is he?
Need 500 on that.
He's got a great look to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just really good.
Yeah.
These are bones,
Yes.
animal bones,
I would believe cow bone.
cow bones, set into wood.
Yes. Prisoner of war made.
Well, they're real
Very
as well. That's
unusual. They're sort of a pair.
Made AD 1893. Love them. I mean, where did you get them from?
I got them at auction.
Now, these are two animal leg bones, probably from a cow, and sometimes it's called prisoner of war art, sometimes it's called trench art. They are 19th century, late, marked underneath, no name, but they've used things that they had which were worth nothing. A bone and a bit of wood to create two vases. Again, I've just fallen for them and I can't think of anything else. I'm just staring at those. They're just super things. What are you asking for them?
I can do 450 to pair.
Look, there's three things I'm really interested in. Give me a second, let me go and get that on.
Okay.
So I bought this little fella.
Yes.
I like him. Like the Brusciani arm. So I'm interested in those and this thing here, these as well. So I'd really like to buy him
Right.
and this
Yes.
and those. So it's body parts,
Yes.
bones, arms and heads.
I tend to buy body parts for some reason.
Like Frankenstein.
Maybe.
This is a bit of an issue, Paul. I would say it's literally coming
Sure.
apart
Yeah.
in front of me.
Yeah, it certainly needs a
So that's going to have to
repair.
be fixed. So what can you do?
The corbel, I said 500, didn't I?
Yeah. Okay.
5, I think I said on that.
5 on that one, and these were
450.
450.
Can do you 1350.
The damage on the arm's really bothering me. 1,100 quid?
Very best I can do is 1250.
That's it.
Yep.
In the surreal setting of a former Air Force base in Suffolk, Drew's chosen intriguing pieces from a weird and wonderful collection.
It's body parts.
Yes.
Bones, arms. And
I tend to buy body parts for some reason.
like Frankenstein.
Maybe.
And he's aiming for a package deal on 3 items, which would otherwise cost him £1,450.
Can do you 1350.
The damage on the arm's really bothering me. 1,100 quid?
No. Can do... Very best I can do is 1250.
That's it?
Yep.
OK. I'll take them.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paul. So we put the head, the 2 bone vases and the Bruciani plaster arm. And don't they work well together? You know, they just work instantly. They work together. And Paul says 1350. I try at 1100, and we meet in the middle around 1250. Close enough for me. I think you've got some inspired buys here. Yeah. I think these are really an inspired buy.
I mean, you picked out the best.
I think they're great. I really do.
Have you got a torso and some legs and a source of electricity?
There's a torso up there.
Today I've really enjoyed, actually, meeting Paul. It hit all of my sort of sensibilities. He sold me on 4 things that I absolutely love. I could quite happily live with all of them forever. And that's when you're doing your right buying.
It's been really great having Drew and T here today. It's great to get that sort of affirmation of the type of things that I'm buying. I thought Drew would buy those very pieces, so it's, yeah, it sort of confirms my choices, really.
That was great.
Yes, fantastic.
I liked that. I liked him, and I loved the setup. Thought it was super. It's got the look, and the things I bought off him, I couldn't be happier with those. The plaster arm, I have to get big nickel arse on it. He'll sort that right out.